Hey guys, welcome to the
Hey
Teeth
guys.
Podcast. That was an app that we shouldn't say the name of because we're
Yeah.
not sponsored by them in any way.
But I mean, it's still a pretty good app. So if
Yeah,
you figure out what it is, then go ahead and download it.
yeah, do it. Today, as our Autotune cells talked about, we're gonna be talking about the newest Marvel movie, Captain Marvel, and also, should we just say it? What we're gonna do after?
No, let's leave it a
Okay,
surprise. Let's leave
okay,
it a surprise.
okay, cool. Well, yeah, we're gonna do that. Gonna be a fun time. We saw it recently. It was a good time. We
It
have
was.
many things to say about it.
Yeah, we sure do.
Yeah, so why don't we just go into our general thoughts, Mickey?
Okay, hold on. Let me start with. I actually tweeted something about, like how men. If you're a male, your opinion doesn't
That's
matter
such
on
a-
Captain
yeah.
Marvel. But like, it was a joke.
Mhm.
So like, these are. I mean, yes, Nick is clearly a male.
Wait, am I?
Oh, are you not?
I might not be.
Okay, that's
I don't know.
okay. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll
you-
see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
But I mean, like, we are sharing our opinions. It was a joke because you know what, I don't want to get into that. So here are our opinions. Nick's opinion is valid and matters,
Yes.
as do all
And
other
Mickey's
males.
does not.
That is also correct.
No.
Other males' opinions matter. But to the males that are just complaining because she's a female lead,
Go
fuck right
cry.
off.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, let's get into the actual movie.
Yeah. You want to give us your thoughts first?
Okay. So I I thought overall it was a good movie. Was it a good Marvel movie? I don't know. You've got this heroine, Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson,
Yeah.
Carol Danvers. Also, hold on, let me preface this by saying I went into this movie not really knowing anything about Captain Marvel. I never grew up with Captain Marvel. My dad wasn't a fan of Captain Marvel too much, so we never got into it. So I didn't know too much. All I knew was that people have been saying, "Oh, she's the most powerful Avenger," and so I get into the movie, and I realize she's overpowered. And I also read an article without spoilers saying that what do you do with a character that's overpowered? Like, how do you show their humanity? And they were like, "Oh, we think we got a pretty good handle on this, on how to solve this issue." But when I was watching the movie, I don't think they did. What I got from Captain Marvel's character was literally just that she's overpowered,
And that she is indeed a female.
yeah, I mean, there was nothing not that she clearly wasn't human. I'm just saying there was no humanity, nothing
Yeah.
tying her. She had no flaws. Literally the only problem was her, I'm going to say literally a lot in this. Her just literally trying to remember who she was.
Yeah.
Because she lost her memory.
Well, no. Her only flaw was her not learning how to handle her emotions, but like she clearly did.
Yeah,
There was
I
never
thought,
the struggle with that.
yeah,
They said it, but they didn't show it.
Yeah, I thought she had a pretty good handle on her emotions. I didn't really understand what they were talking about. I didn't have any. I mean, like, if they had not explicitly stated, get a handle on your emotions, I would have been like, okay, so what was she struggling with?
Yeah.
Because there was no indication that she was actually struggling with her emotions. Also, she had, like, a little control-y apparatus on her neck. Which is probably what they were also referring to, but like that still doesn't really have anything to do with emotions. And let me also say that, like, if we're thinking about this in a like feminist quote unquote point of view, like, having her only flaw be her emotions, like, that's sexist. Which I still didn't get a feeling that she even had an issue with that in the first place.
Yeah.
But you're like, what flaw could a woman possibly have? Emotions. Do better. So I mean, I genuinely thought that the only problem with Captain Marvel was Captain Marvel. Because there wasn't anything, she didn't have any real flaws to me. The problem was, again, her just trying to literally figure out who she was because of her memory. And I don't think, I said this before, not that she's undeserving of her power, but like, what happened was she literally just absorbed energy from a blast. Like, to me, that's not a very good backstory either. Like, where's the struggling and there was no emotional journey.
Hmm.
Okay, you know what? That's a lie because she was trying to figure out who she was, and that was emotional for her. But I mean, again, that's not very strong. It's not relatable.
I feel like all of the struggle was in the flashbacks, but we got little to none of that.
Yeah.
It was, it's showing her being knocked down by, people and being, told that you can't do this by male people. And then, like, at the very end, it shows her always getting back up. But, like, that's not necessarily a struggle. That's you being bullied and, like, fighting against it.
Right.
It's not she never had the time to think about it and struggle with it. It was just some guy said, "Hey, you can't do this," and she said, "Yes, I can," and then that was it.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, I had high hopes for this movie because, I mean, I'm not really, I don't know Captain Marvel too well, and I was kind of disappointed that when I walked out, I felt the same exact way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I like Brie Larson as an actress. I loved her. She was my favorite character in Scott Pilgrim. I know that she's a good actress, and I've seen her in a bunch of stuff, but I don't know if it was the writing or the directing or what. She just was not good in this movie. I don't know.
I'm neither here nor there with that because, like, I haven't seen Brie Larson in a lot of things, and I thought the acting was not great, but not bad. So, she was just there.
I mean, yeah, she was just there, but like, with an actress like Brie Larson, you expect a lot more than just
Larson.
there. Brie Larson.
Beer Larson.
Beer Larson. No, you expect a lot more than just being there, and like. She tried to be funny, and some jokes did get a laugh.
Yeah.
But, like, a lot of them just fell flat.
Yeah. And not only that, but some of them were just, like, way too cheesy.
Yeah, like cringy and just kind of weird.
Cringy. Like,
yeah.
Ugh.
It was a lot of, like, I'm a female, and that makes me great. And that's a totally okay message. Like,
definitely.
Yeah, if you relate to Captain Marvel, and you felt something for her story, then, like, good to you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, please do that. But, like... I feel like it's on the filmmakers to kind of make that a little bit better.
Yeah.
I feel like if they took as much time as Taika Waititi and like the Russo brothers do for their films, it would have been so much better.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that 100%.
It felt just very lackluster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some good things though. I like the score. It reminded me. It was like a mix of Thor Ragnarok's and like. I don't really know what else, but
I did not.
It gave me a little hint of Thor Ragnarok, and I love Thor Ragnarok's soundtrack.
Okay, Thor Ragnarok soundtrack is great, and I don't think it sounded anything like that.
Really?
Yeah. Because like a soundtrack is a very drawing factor to me for a movie. And like each of the Marvel movies that I have seen have had like their own theme. Like we all know the Avengers theme. Iron Man 3 had a fantastic soundtrack and an easy to recognize melody, same with Thor Ragnarok. And then in Captain Marvel, I found myself at the very end actually consciously thinking about the music and going, where is her theme? What is... I couldn't discern it.
Okay.
Because usually... And, like, I took a screenwriting class last quarter, and my professor said that someone asked a question about, like, composing and music scores. And he said that, like, a good score, you can't tell it's there. And I'm like, I'm not sure I agree with that because I couldn't tell that Captain Marvel's score was there. Yeah. And I was like, that's bad
I really
to me.
disagree with that.
Interesting.
Really? Like, no, not your professor's opinion about if you can't hear a score, it's good. Because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that was my favorite score of 2018 ever. I loved that soundtrack so much. And like there was a lot of different themes. There was one track that sticks out to me. It's the Prowler's theme, and that is such a big poignant thing in the movie. If you hear that soundtrack, if you hear that track playing, like what's up.
Right.
It gives you audio cues, and it kind of adds to that kind of that feeling that Miles Morales goes through, and yeah, it's just, I feel like having a soundtrack that isn't necessarily, it's there, but like not poignant enough.
Yeah. That's, yeah. I disagree with my professor
I did get
too.
that from Captain Marvel. However, I do like ambient, whatever, soundtracks in movies, which is why I really like Thor Ragnarok's. yeah, I kind of got that a little bit. Not as good as Thor Ragnarok's, mind you, but like still decent, you know?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I got from that.
Yeah. And I can understand that. While we're on the subject of music, though, let's talk about the choice of, like, actual song,
Oh
like the
my
90s
God.
music they
Oh
used.
my God.
The diabetic music.
Diabetic.
Diegetic.
When when we went to the theaters, she turns to me and says, "They didn't have any diabetic soundtrack." And I was like, "What? What did you say?"
I forgot the word for the diegetic, and so I said diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I was, like, thinking about when I did that, so it was like a slip of the tongue. I know it's diegetic now, but I genuinely could not remember. I was like, it's diabetic music, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about those
Yeah,
diabetic songs.
I have a lot to say about the
You go ahead.
the final song choice.
You go on that.
Captain Marvel, she's at her lowest, and then she talks to the Supreme Leader, whatever it's called, the Supreme Intelligence, and suddenly it's like this bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you know, telling her, "Oh, you're just a girl. You can't do anything. Like, you know, you're never gonna be fit for life. Whatever, blah blah blah." And in the background is Nirvana's "Come As You Are" playing on a record player, and that I did not understand at all. We turned to each other, like, just in utter confusion.
Yeah. I was like, what?
That was a
is
song choice that
happening?
I had, like, I couldn't justify at all.
Yeah.
But
Plus,
the
the way,
final
even
song,
the way that it was playing in,
Yeah.
like, she was going to see the Supreme Intelligence, and there was just this record player.
Yeah.
And, like, I got excited for 1 second, because I was like, oh, hey, I know how to play this song on the bass. And then I was like, wait, why
Wait,
is this
yeah.
song even in this movie?
yeah.
Why is it right here, of all places?
I know, yeah, that just, it felt like a really weird choice.
Yeah.
But the final song, I can justify a bit more, but, not really. Okay, so in the Guardians movies, I think that is the best use of like non-score music.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Definitely.
Yeah, because each song has a connection to the story.
Right.
Not just the story, but the characters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there is a personal connection to each song, to Star-Lord in particular. And it also fits what's going on in the story.
Right.
Here, it fits what's going on in the story. They play, spoiler alert, by the way. Sorry, we should have said that.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we're talking about Captain Marvel, you probably shouldn't be watching if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But here, they play a song that very much fits the scene. It's the final scene where Captain Marvel unleashes her true powers and she goes hog wild on the villain and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. And they play No Doubt's Just a Girl, which, you know, it's a fitting song because she is just a girl. No. You know, it's, you know, female empowerment, all that good stuff. But it's non-diegetic.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of played to make you feel a certain way.
Right.
And it fit the story going on, but it had no connection to anything else but the story. You know, it served nothing else but to make you feel a certain way. There was no personal connection to Carol Danvers in that song because obviously she would never hear it because she left Earth in 1999.
Yeah.
So it was, you know, it wasn't the worst choice, but I feel like if they had established a connection to those songs, or like if they had said, "Oh, I kept this," or "I have this in my pocket when I first went to the planet, whatever the planet was called," and like it had a cool song on it called "Just a Girl," and like, you know, I feel like that would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But there was no setup for it, right?
Right.
Yeah, there was no setup for it, and it just came out of nowhere. You know?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
100% agree. I don't think I really have anything else to add to that. Yeah, and then actually I do have something to add. The other songs they played did not fit with the story in my
I don't remember
opinion.
the other songs.
So there were just like songs that made no sense. Like Only Happy When It Rains was playing when she went into the bar. And I was like, okay, this is a nice song. I like it, but what is the connection here? It wasn't even raining. Like, there was no reason for that song to be played.
Ignore that. Sorry, it was Mickey's phone. You're not supposed to have it on in the studio.
I'm sorry, I forgot that I had it on. I was waiting for a call.
Whatever.
And I forgot to turn the sound off. Anyway.
Keep on going.
And
Nick,
then,
keep that in.
Okay. And then, like, it's just, I don't know. I don't think any of the songs really made any sense to me.
Yeah.
The only one that made sense was Just a Girl, and even then I was like, it's not diegetic.
Yeah.
So, and she didn't have a connection to it, so I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do better.
Okay. Captain Marvel, Frozen, Zootopia,
Zootopia.
Up.
Zootopia. That's
No,
the best
not
movie.
Up. Sorry, not Up. Coco. What do those 4 movies have in common? The stupid twist villain cliche.
Oh.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Oh, that's right. I thought, okay, well, I could see the villain coming from a while away.
Yeah. Obviously. Okay, that's another thing. Keep going.
Maybe it comes from me taking the screenwriting class or just watching movies for, like, whatever, or for forever. I almost turned to you in the movie and said, oh, I don't trust this guy. From the second he appeared on screen.
Right.
So, I mean, like, yeah, it was a twist villain, but I was like, that was, I could see that coming. There was no surprise.
Major gripes with it, besides just the cliche part. One, if you're a Marvel fan and you have watched Guardians of the Galaxy 1, you already know that the Kree are bad guys.
Yeah.
Because of Ronan the Accuser. Once you saw Ronan the Accuser on screen in this movie, you know, oh, hey, that's a bad guy. Kree are bad. Right. You know? And 2, the villain, Jude Law, whoever his name is, he's so unforgettable. He's so forgettable.
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
know
even know
name.
that was Jude Law.
Yeah. He's supposed to be this big villain at the end, like, you know, show me your emotions, like, control your whatever power, blah blah blah. But like, it shows them training together. It shows their relationship, Captain Marvel and Jude Law, and then just cuts it in the middle of the movie. There's no Jude Law until it's his turn to come back because he's the villain. Yeah. So like, you don't feel any connection to this relationship. Yeah, there was no
character development.
There was
for him
either. I didn't care that Captain Marvel and Jude Law were fighting because I don't know their relationship. Yeah. It was just, it was like, yeah. And so that was just, it to get villains like Killmonger and the Vulture and Hela, and then to get just this really bad, terrible, probably, honestly
I don't
the worst
even remember
MCU
his
villain.
name.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
I remember Jude
He's
Law.
Jude Law.
Yeah.
He's Jude Law.
I don't remember what the villain's name was.
Yeah. It was very disappointing.
Yeah.
One good thing about this movie, Samuel L. Jackson. He was great. Did you know that was CGI? His younger self? I had no idea. I thought it was makeup.
Oh. No, I knew it was CGI.
Like, it looks so good for CGI that I thought it was makeup.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting conclusion to draw.
Yeah.
Usually you would think if it's too good, it's got to be CGI. I just kind of figured that anyway.
No, I mean, like, things with, like, Ant-Man with the first scene and Michael Douglas's CGI to make him look younger, I could tell, obviously, that was fake. Right from the bat. Like, Tony Stark's as well in Civil War. I could tell right away. But here, it was so good. You
know what's weird?
What?
They're never going to have to do CGI for Paul Rudd.
You're right, because he never ages.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd has not aged. Nick, put up a picture of Paul Rudd. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see Paul Rudd right now.
Yeah, put up a picture of him like 10 years apart.
Put up 2 pictures of Paul Rudd 20 years apart.
Yeah.
And see
the
difference.
Honestly, they could continue with the Ant-Man series for years. Like, in 40 years, they're going to make another Ant-Man movie, and it's going to be starring Paul Rudd again, and he's going to look exactly the same.
Yeah, I agree. Wow.
Also, another good thing about Captain Marvel.
The cat.
Goose the cat.
Goose the cat. Well, no, the Flarkin.
Flurkin.
Flurkin.
Yeah, Goose the Flurkin. He was fantastic. Whoever played him, because I missed his name in the credits, fantastic job, little guy. I would definitely see this movie again just for you. If anyone could hook me up with like an autograph or a podograph, yeah, that would
podograph?
be.
I hate you.
Okay.
It is a pop. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He was really cute, and I thought it was hilarious that that's how Nick Fury got his eye patch.
Okay, that I did not like.
I mean,
I didn't. Okay, Nick Fury losing his eye, right? I forgot what movie it is. He says, "Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye."
He trusted Goose.
But that's not someone. That's a cat.
A Flurkin.
A Flurkin. Like, I don't know. It makes it seem. I think that they kind of shoehorn that in there. Because like I expected it as soon as he saw the cat. I knew, okay, that's how he's gonna lose his eye. You know, whatever. And like I was just expecting a lot more. You know?
Yeah.
And,
no, I agree. I mean, I think they just did it for the comedic effect.
Yeah,
and, like,
and that's why I don't like it. It's because it's
that's understandable.
A very serious thing, and it was played for laughs.
Yeah. You know what? I can agree with that.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I was a bit disappointed by everything.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Another
good thing. The set design.
Oh yeah, really that was pretty good. There were really, actually a couple moments in the set design. Excuse me, cut.
I'm not cutting that.
No, please cut it.
Okay, go.
There were a couple moments in the set design that actually reminded me of Thor Ragnarok. Like there was one point where she was running from someone, and like it was kind of in a circular room, and I was thinking of that, like the weird circle that Korg is talking about.
It's not really a sickle, it's just a freaky sickle.
Freaky sickle. And then there was another part where she was, I think the first time where she goes to see the Supreme Intelligence, and there are like pillars. It made me think of like the treasure room in Thor, where they keep the Tesseract and everything. So yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the Tesseract.
Oh yeah, I was actually going to bring that up.
I don't really know the timeline.
Mad about that. That makes no sense to me. I was pretty dang sure that the Tesseract was still with Captain America under the ice. I mean, unless they discovered Captain America
in the 90s?
Yeah. But I don't think that's true. Because, I mean, you see how old Nick Fury is when Cap wakes up. So, I think there's some continuity errors there.
Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man Homecoming also did have that infamous 7 years later thing.
Yeah. So Marvel's not great on continuity. Love y'all, but it could also be that it's a fake Tesseract. Because they never actually used it.
Maybe. I don't know. Because doesn't she get her powers from the Space Stone?
No.
Isn't what the Tesseract, that's what the Tesseract was, that blew up?
No.
Or no, it wasn't. I don't know.
It was like some energy core.
Yeah, something like that.
But it matched something in the Space Stone.
Yeah, I don't know. Something, they don't really explain it too much.
Yeah. Another flaw, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you know, this movie, let's, like, to wrap things up, I guess. You know, it has its flaws. It has very big flaws. But, like, it's not a terrible movie.
Oh, no, not
It was
at all.
definitely watchable.
Yeah.
There were a lot of choices where I was like, I turned to and was like, why would they do that? Like, just an utter confusement? That's not a word. Confusion.
Yeah.
That's the word. But, like, it was watchable. There was a story. There were characters. Nick Fury was really fun to watch. The cat was fun to watch.
Yeah.
I didn't know the names of, like, 90% of the characters, but...
Yeah.
But
I did. I liked the scroll. I think they were good.
That was a good twist. Okay. Say what you will about the twist. It was executed really nicely.
Yeah.
It's very cliche, and, like, I saw it coming. But, like, had I not been, like, a Marvel fan before this, I wouldn't have seen it coming. That's for sure. Yeah, just it's probably more to say about how badly paced the movie is, that I couldn't see it coming, or that I wouldn't be able to see it coming, just because, like, I kind of forgot about Jude Law, and then I was like, oh, hey, it's Jude Law, he's a good guy. Oh, no, he's a bad guy now. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, so all in all, let's wrap up with this. What would you rate it out of 10, and would you pay to see it again?
I would rate it a solid 6 out of 10.
Okay.
No, 5 out of 10, just completely
Well, I'm
average.
going to use points on my scale, so you can do like a 5-point whatever.
I'm going to rate it... Okay, I'm going to rate it at my 7 scale for food.
Okay.
I'm going to rate it at 3.5.
Okay.
Which is just under average.
Okay.
There were a lot of things that, like, I felt were really good. Or not really good, but just good, you know? And there are a lot of things that just really pulled it down. And I feel like those things that pulled it down really pulled it down. And that's why I'm not giving it a 4.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. So, I guess 3.5 out of 7 would be, like, what? 4.5 out of 10 around there?
Well, I mean, 3.5 is, like, literally half of 7, so you probably would give it a 5 out of 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you pay to see it again?
No.
All right.
I would not.
All right.
No, I would pay at a discount. I'd pay $5
Okay.
to see it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So I give it a 6.4 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Also, quick side note, our friend loves Captain Marvel, and when I was telling her that I thought it was an okay movie, I was like, let me put this in perspective. First of all, another thing you should know about me is I love Infinity War. Like, I don't even think, like, it's a fantastic movie and deserves a bunch of awards. I just really love it. Like, it takes all, like, it's the culmination of 10 years of work that Marvel has put in. And, like, now we get this really great movie with a lot of characters, and I think they put it together really well. So I love Infinity War. And so when I told my friend it was just okay, I was like, let me put this in perspective. Just because I love Infinity War so much, I'm preparing for how good Endgame is, and any other movie by comparison is just okay, even if it was really good. I also love Spider-Man Homecoming, but in comparison to Infinity War and probably Endgame, it was just okay.
Yeah.
So I give Captain Marvel a 6.4 out of 10. I thought it was just okay. There were a lot of issues with it that I think can be overlooked, but shouldn't be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the writing for the most part. Again, some parts were pretty cringy. The directing was decent. The acting from pretty much everyone was really good. Again, my only real issue was Captain Marvel and some of her humanity and just the relationships she held with other characters. I didn't get a genuine character development.
Yeah.
Would I pay to see it again? No. I am even an A-list member, so I can go see movies for free three times
look at
a
you,
week.
Miss I have A-list.
Yeah.
AMC.
Yeah. I'm famous. Duh. That's what happens when you're on Teeth, guys. I would not even go see it again for free. I feel like it would be a waste of my time. Am I going to get it when it comes out? Yes. Will I watch it then? Yes. But
I'm about to say no.
Oh, no. Will I enjoy it then? No. I just think it would be a waste of my time almost, because like I already know what happens. Why would I go and see it in the theater? I mean, like, I like owning movies and I love Marvel, so that's why I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna watch it. But I think my time would be better spent watching movies I haven't seen yet. With Endgame, that is going to be different. Also, if they did, like, another, like, so many years of Marvel and played all the movies in theaters again, I would go see it then, like, because, you know, it's part of the timeline. But yeah, that's where I stand on that.
Yeah. And again, if you got something from this movie and you felt like you felt very connected to Captain Marvel and her story, whatever, stuff like that, please do.
Yeah.
That is very important, and I'm glad that you feel...
This is not to put anyone down. And let me say that, like, yeah, I thought she was overpowered. I don't think she really went through an emotional journey, but, like, look how important she is to young girls everywhere.
Yeah,
they can do this. They can be powerful.
You
like,
can't
that is
ignore
important.
the social aspect of this movie.
Yeah.
Just like Black Panther. You can say whatever you want about Black Panther as a movie, but you really can't ignore how important it is socially.
Right.
Yeah.
So I again, and these are just our opinions. None of this is fact.
Yeah.
And, like, no offense, but your opinion also isn't fact. You can feel whatever you want to feel about this movie. This is just how we feel. Feel free to talk about it in the comments, but I mean, please be respectful.
Yeah.
I guess we also can't really make you be respectful, but I mean, again, just know that these are just our opinions. We're not right or wrong about anything. This is just how we feel.
Yeah.
And that's
okay.
that on
and
that.
to wrap this up, tell me your top Marvel movie, bottom Marvel movie, and about where you'd place it in your list.
Okay. So my top movie would definitely be Infinity War. As I just said, like, it really just shows a lot of Marvel's hard work. It brought all the heroes together, and they did it really nicely. Like, I spent time counting Spider-Man's lines in that, and maybe Iron Man's, and they had about, like, 30 to 40. Captain America, I think I read that he had, like, 10, maybe less. So, I mean, not everyone got a lot of screen time or speak time. But I thought just the way that it all came together was amazing. Like, they were able to give everyone some lines, some screen time. I thought the story was great, and, like, as I already said, like, it was 10 years of work that Marvel had built up to this, through character development, through storytelling, through those post-credit scenes, like just everything was amazing.
Yeah.
And honestly, I love the score. I liked the visual effects. I thought it was a really great movie. And again, like, I know there are going to be some people that disagree and like, oh, Infinity War was just subpar. Like, sure. Again, these are just opinions. And I can definitely agree that, like, I just love that movie so much that I might be just a little personally biased, and there are probably other Marvel movies that are objectively better. But Infinity War is top movie for me. My bottom movie would be Captain America: The First Avenger.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I don't like Captain America.
Wow.
He's never been my favorite hero. Like, he was okay when I was growing up, but I was never really into him as much as I was Iron Man. And, like, Iron Man was not a very popular superhero. They made him popular with the MCU. But when I was growing up, when my dad was, like, getting me into comics and stuff, my two favorites were Spider-Man and Iron Man. I loved Iron Man. And so when they came out with the movie when I was 11 years old, I was like, oh my god, they made a movie about one of my favorite superheroes. This is great. And then came the whole thing with, like, Civil War, and, like, I'm definitely Team Iron Man. And just, again, I was just never a general fan of Captain America, not as much as I was Iron Man, Spider-Man, or, like, literally any of the other characters. So it just, I wasn't that interested in it. I think I've only seen it once. Don't get me wrong, his story is, like, it's pretty sad with the whole Peggy Carter thing. I've definitely seen it more than once, because I saw it when it first came out, and at least once again when I did the marathon, so at least twice. But, like, I remember not really being hooked on it and enjoying it. It also, like, I think, you know, we talk about Captain Marvel being overpowered. I think Steve also, it's not really overpowered, but, like, I think Iron Man is right. Everything special about him came from a bottle. And, like, there are people, because, like, don't get me wrong, I'll acknowledge this too, I don't know a ton about Captain America because I wasn't too into him. But there are people that say that, you know, there was something about him that made him special, and that's why he was chosen to do the experiment. Fine, I'm not going to disagree with that, but, like, I still just don't think that heart makes you, like, all-powerful all of a sudden. He was just never a very interesting hero to me. Not uninteresting and not bad, but that is my least favorite Marvel movie, just solely because of the character. And again, like, I haven't seen it in so long that I can't really remember much of the story to say maybe that was bad. But again, like, I can't just, I don't remember it grabbing me. But yeah, maybe Winter Soldier I even liked less, just because,
Really?
like, I was not a fan of Bucky either. But I mean, those two, like, are probably tied for my least favorite. I just didn't really enjoy them. I did like Civil War, but I mean, let's be real, that was more of an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Like, okay, whatever. And where I place Captain Marvel, it's in my bottom 5.
Okay.
I can't really list all of the Marvel movies just, like, right off the, like, there would be a lot of silence while I'm trying to think about them. But it's not up there. Again, just because, like, maybe I need some time to get used to it, because, like, all these movies have been coming out recently, but this one just had so many flaws. Better than Captain America, but
I disagree, but
it's just at bottom 5. Sorry, guys.
That's the next podcast.
All right. What about you? Top, bottom, where you place this?
Funny enough, I've never talked about my top and bottom favorite Marvel movies. Top, I've been thinking recently between Spider-Man: Homecoming and
A+ movie
and Thor: Ragnarok.
A+
And I
movie.
think it goes to Thor: Ragnarok.
Okay.
I just adore that movie. I've watched it a bunch of times in theaters, on Netflix, whatever. And it just, you know, it always entertained me. And, like, I never get bored of it. And there's always something else to look at, you know?
Right.
There's something new to see. Bottom movie, surprising enough, is Thor 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I loved that one.
Hated Thor 2.
Oh, okay, hold on. If I can interject for a second, a lot of people did. The reason why I liked it so much is because I feel like we got to know Loki a lot more.
Okay.
And I think Loki is very critical to the story, and it makes me kind of angry that they killed him off in Infinity War. I'm also not one of those theorists that's like, oh no, he's still alive. He's the ship. He's Thor's
dead.
eye. Guys, he's gone. Like, the directors have confirmed that. Am I happy about it? No. Not at all. I think Loki was very strong, and I think he would have. Yes. I think he would have been a great addition to the team because, like, the directors also said that, like, in the very first Avengers, he was influenced by the stone that was in his scepter, the Mind Stone. So I don't think he's inherently evil. My dad calls him an anti-hero, and I think that's 100% true. He's also, you have to keep in mind, he's the god of mischief. Like, he's going to do whatever he wants as long as it benefits him. He still has emotions. Like, he loved his mom. I think he loves Thor somewhere in there. I don't think he's inherently evil. He's just I think he's either a chaotic good or chaotic neutral. One of those, but not chaotic evil. Definitely not lawful, not neutral. So I liked that we got to know more of Loki in Thor. I thought, in Thor 2, I thought it was really important. I wish they would have kept him around longer. But unfortunately, they did not. I also really liked the music in that one too. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, Thor 2, not my favorite, probably my least favorite. And, I don't, you say what you want about Thor 2. It's, everybody knows it already.
I just did.
Yeah, you just did. Where I'd place Captain Marvel would be bottom four, just above Thor 2, Thor 1, Iron Man 2, and then Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking about placing it in top 5 above Iron Man 3 because I don't like Iron Man 3 at all.
What?
Yeah, we'll get into that another day.
Wait, how is Iron Man 3 not in your bottom 4 then?
What do you mean?
You said Iron Man 2. And then
it wasn't my bottom 4, but Captain Marvel took over to the 4th.
Oh, okay. So then, Iron Man 3 is like right above.
Yeah, right above Captain Marvel.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, that's where it goes.
All right.
So Mickey, we went to the theaters and we had some snacks. That's a good transition to our next segment.
Snack time.
Snack time.
Snack time with
So if you're on Twitter, there is a large debate going on with the Twitterverse. He's even gone over to Mr. Captain America himself.
Yep.
Nick put this up. Put up the picture of the snacks. So on Twitter, there's this debate on the snack size, like, box of snacks, whatever. And there's 6 different types of chips. There's barbecue Lay's, regular Lay's, what else is there on there? Fritos, Cheetos, and then blue and red Doritos. So Mickey and I...
Blue and red, my favorite flavor, blue.
Yes.
Hold on, just heads up, we do have the chips here, as Nick said, so there's going to be a lot of
ruffling.
Noise.
Yeah. Excuse that.
While I
so
open this up.
Mickey and I disagree on our placement, and we're going to taste test them right now for you lovely people and talk about it. So Mickey, you choose the first chip.
Right.
Oh, we also have some drinks right here to cleanse our palates.
Oh yeah.
So we don't get some extra residue. Oh yeah.
So are we just gonna open one bag?
Yeah, just one bag per person. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've got Fritos.
Fritos.
Nacho cheese Doritos.
Also red Doritos.
Classic Lay's.
Classic Lay's. Yellow Lay's.
We've got some. We have Ruffles in the bag, but we're not doing those because they're not really part of the debate.
Yeah.
Got regular Cheetos.
Orange Cheetos.
Blue Doritos, otherwise known as Cool Ranch. And then we've got some
Black Lay's.
Okay, we've got barbecue Lay's.
You have to call the chip by the color of the bag, Mickey.
Okay, all right, my bad.
Okay, so Mickey, why don't you go first and pick one?
Okay.
We're also gonna have our phones out, so we can kind of rank them.
Yeah.
So one.
Okay, pick a number.
Let's go with 3.
Okay. First, we are doing Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cool. Let's go.
Do we want to say what our order is first and then do an after comparison? No? Okay.
No.
To see if it changes. Okay. Here we go.
Cool Ranch Dorito.
Cool Ranch Doritos. Here we go.
Bite in.
Hold on. Okay. You just bite.
This also doubles as an ASMR.
No, Nick, don't do that. All right.
What are your initial thoughts, Mickey? It's very cool. Very ranchy.
Very ranch, yeah. It's not terrible. It's a very flavorful corn chip.
Yeah. You got me there.
Yeah. Sorry for the chewing noises.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Cool Ranch. I like Cool Ranch chips.
Mm-hmm.
You have this on the record.
Cool. Cool ranch.
All right. That's one chip down.
Why don't we cleanse our palates?
Okay. You pick the next one.
Nope. Let's do crunchy Cheetos.
Okay.
The orange Cheetos versus the red Cheetos.
Classic crunchy orange Cheetos. Do you
Orange
really
Cheeto makes
have
a
to
joke.
open it next to the microphone?
Yes. Don't you guys love ASMR?
All right.
So let's dig in.
All right.
Ready?
Hold on.
Oh wait, we have to take promotional pictures.
Yeah.
Ready? Yay!
All right.
Pop that picture on there, Nick.
All right. Ready?
Okay.
It's not terrible.
Mhm.
Also, would you even classify a Cheeto as a chip?
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, I think I like the Cool Ranch better than Cheetos, but I also like Flamin' Hot Cheetos better than both of those.
I hate Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Okay, well that's
I
your
don't
opinion.
like them.
It's
I
wrong.
don't. I
but-
don't like them. Some I am.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You choose next.
I choose next. Let's do the barbecue lays next.
Okay.
All right.
You guys like that pop? Go ahead and take your
BBQ
promotional
chip?
pictures. BBQ, aka the Black Lays. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, pop that picture on there too, Nick. Okay. Okay. Have I told you my barbecue theory?
What? I don't think so.
There are 3 different types of barbecue flavors,
Okay.
and they can all be classified as barbecue, but they also have rankings as well.
Okay.
Smoky, sweet, tangy.
Okay. I can agree with that.
These are a smoky barbecue,
Okay.
which in my opinion is the best barbecue.
Okay.
Sweet is the worst, and tangy is like, it's good.
Okay.
So yeah, I enjoy these a lot.
I hate them.
Oh,
Barbecue chips are my least favorite chips.
really?
Well, I mean, least favorite flavor of chip.
Mm-hmm.
I think my least favorite chips are Fritos, which we are
Okay.
going to be eating today.
Which we're gonna be eating next, you mean?
Ah, wow. I just had to...
Let's go.
Oh, hold on. I need to cleanse my
Oh wait,
palate.
yeah, cleanse your palate.
All right.
Did you ever know that kid in school or whatever? He'd always drink his drink. He'd go,
Wait. Yep. You mean my dad? Just kidding. I don't think he ever does that. Hi, Dad.
Shout out to Mickey's dad. Your daughter lies about you.
I just realized I think we've brought my dad up on every single podcast so far.
Yeah. Hi, Dad. Mickey's
Dad.
dad.
Okay. Take a picture of these boring.
What's his
ass
name?
Cheetos.
Dale?
Jeff.
Jeff. Yay.
All right.
Mickey has to take
This
more.
this is gonna this Frito's gonna kill me.
Ready? Delicious
Oh God, that's
corn
terrible.
chip flavor.
Can I spit it out?
No?
Oh my God, that's awful.
No, it's not. I'm sorry,
Holy
your taste
shit.
buds aren't.
Who? If you genuinely enjoy Fritos, what is wrong with you?
What is wrong with me? Nothing. Because Fritos are great.
No,
Yes.
these are terrible. Tastes like cardboard
they taste
with
like
too much salt.
whatever. I don't care. I
Oh
don't
my
care
God,
about your
that's
opinion.
disgusting. Okay, now we're doing Lay's. I'm sorry, yellow chips.
Yellow Lays.
Yellow Lay's.
Not yellow chips. It's yellow Lays.
Yellow Lay's. My bad.
Okay.
All right.
You're not gonna take a promotional
Yeah,
picture.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Okay. Wait. Cleanse your palate too. Duh.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Delicious
Yeah.
palate
Let me take
cleansers. One. I counted down. I only counted down to 1.
So would you be counting up or down?
These are they're flavorless.
What are you talking about?
It
These
tastes
have
like
a flavor.
I'm eating a dry potato. That's all I'm eating right now.
And so flavor.
With like 1 piece of salt on it. 1 gram.
Okay, I will say this. I think that's wrong because I think these are also oversalted. So
Really?
That's interesting. Well, also, I'm very sensitive to salt. I do not like salt.
Oh, okay. It's because you're so salty already.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I
Okay.
love jokes.
You go ahead and open this bag because I just realized.
And
I
the
have
last
not been
is
writing
the
this.
red Doritos, the OG, the classic nacho cheese. Hey Mickey, you want this bag of Doritos? No, it's nacho cheese. Hilarious.
This podcast is over.
Yes. Here, take a chip.
Okay, hold on. Also,
Do you cleanse your palate?
A picture. Oh, nope.
Here, let me cleanse your palate.
All right.
Okay, ready? Mm-hmm.
It's like too cheesy.
Really?
Yeah. Which can be a good thing. Like, I like cheese. But not that much cheese.
Okay. Well, we now have 6 open bags of chips.
Yep.
That's cool. We'll eat some later.
Yeah.
Okay. So while Mickey's writing her list, let me go over mine.
Okay, yeah.
My list, in order of best to worst: Cool Ranch Doritos, Nacho Cheese Doritos, Cheetos, Fritos, Barbecue Lays, and then at the bottom, regular Lays.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What?
Cool Ranch Doritos, Nacho Cheese Doritos, Cheetos, Fritos, Barbecue Lays, regular Lays.
Interesting.
What's yours?
So I've got yellow Lays,
Okay.
blue Doritos,
Mm-hmm.
red Doritos,
Mm-hmm.
Cheetos, barbecue Lays. I'm sorry, black Lays,
Mhm.
and Fritos.
Okay.
That in order.
So we have literally none of the same number.
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that
really
was-
like Doritos in general. Nacho cheese is just slightly under Cool Ranch. I love Cool Ranch Doritos so much. They're my go-to snack.
See, hold on. I think it all comes down to whether you like potato chips or corn chips.
But here's the thing. If there was sour cream and onion Lays on this, I'd place it above Doritos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's a combination of that and flavor. I don't know. I don't like corn chips. The only time, and I tweeted this too, the only time I like corn chips is if they're plain old corn chips and if you're dipping them in salsa or guac.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like that, I cannot stand plain corn chips. And like, yeah, Doritos blue Doritos and red Doritos are not plain corn chips. And like, because they have flavor, I can tolerate them. But Fritos are dead ass plain corn chips, and they're terrible. I hate
disagree.
them.
Well, agree to disagree, right?
Yeah, I guess. And I mean,
guess.
like, honestly, I can't describe what kind of flavor yellow Lay's is, but I think it has more flavor than Fritos, and I enjoy them.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
even if they are a bit salty.
Cool. Well, that's it on that, everybody. But we have a special surprise for Mickey as well.
We do?
Why don't you cleanse your palate right now?
Okay,
You're not really surprised. You know about it.
I do.
Mhm.
What are we doing?
So, if you've been to Carl's Jr. lately, you'll know that they have some delicious Fruit Loops mini donuts. And I think that they are the best dessert you can get at a fast food place ever. Better than anything you can possibly get. Ice cream, cookies, whatever. These are so good. I love them. I got 2 packages of them once and just ate them. Oh my god, I can't explain how good these are. Probably just because I love Fruit Loop the cereal, but
I've
here
never
we
had
are.
them.
We
These
have-
are actually smaller than I
yeah,
thought
we
they
have
would be.
yellow, green, blue, purple, red,
Do
and
they have different flavors?
that's it. Probably, but they're not discernible to me.
Okay.
So pick your favorite. Pick your favorite Fruit Loop color. She's
I'm
going
picking
with
purple, blue, green.
Purple.
They're all stuck together.
Just go ahead and yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the classic red.
Oh, wow, it smells exactly like a
Yeah,
Fruit Loop.
right. So we're gonna do a taste test right now.
Okay, hold
Ready?
on. Let me get a picture of this. Too.
Okay. She's getting another promotional picture. It's time to.
Wait.
Oh, we're doing a. Post this picture on
Wait,
podcast,
move it
Nick.
This way.
This way.
This.
This way.
There we go.
Yay!
Okay.
Wait, let's do it for you too.
Okay.
Perfect. Yay! Okay. Ready?
Right. 1,
Two.
2. Oh my god.
Right?
This tastes exactly like a Fruit Loop.
Mm-hmm. And the donut consistency surprisingly works really well.
Yeah.
Isn't it good?
I bet this would taste really good in milk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would taste as good in my root beer?
I'm so passionate about these things. I want them to remain here forever.
I'm gonna dip it in my root beer.
No, do not do that, please. Oh my god. She's now dipping it in her root beer. I hate you. Oh my god, Mickey. What did you just do?
Can't even taste anything.
That's
Still
fine.
tastes like Fruit Loop.
Fruit Loop donut.
Just a little wet.
Nice. There you have it, folks.
Yeah.
That concludes today's podcast. Sorry for the large gap. I was doing renovations to the music studio, which we film our podcast in. Mm-hmm. But now it's all better. We have some nice wood flooring. Gonna get some soundproof tiles in.
Yeah,
soon.
It looks really nice, guys.
Thank you. So yeah, that wraps it up for this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I can't believe we're already on our third podcast. That's crazy. It just seems like it was months ago.
Yeah.
It was months ago where we it was this thought, you know?
Yeah.
And then here we are doing all this stuff, and it's pretty cool. So
yeah.
Sincerely, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and check out our Super Mario 3D
our brand new
World
gaming
playthrough.
channel.
Yeah.
Gaming stuff.
Gaming stuff, yeah.
We have a lot recorded for gaming stuff, so
yeah,
keep in tune.
We've got more coming out. And I do want to say real fast, I can't remember if it was just in a gaming episode or a podcast that I mentioned it in. I did talk about doing a Marvel Minute with Mibby. I'm not going to do that just because I've heard of some people, on the off chance that we get bigger, I've heard of some people that are forced to shut down their channel and give royalties to Disney for profiting off of their material. Mm-hmm. So we'll just kind of talk about movies as they come and go. But I'm not going to do anything titled and branded as Marvel Minute with Mibby. So, sorry, but I mean, you'll still get to hear our opinions on things.
Yeah.
So,
like this. We'll do a movie review podcast for every once in a while. So, yeah, catch you guys next time on the next episode.
Yeah.
Bye,
Thanks
everyone.
for listening, guys.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.